Election night, 1960.
This is what U.S. election coverage looked like for NBC back in 1960 in the presidential race between John F. Kennedy and incumbent Vice President Richard Nixon. It's the first election where Hawaii and Alaska got to take part, and the race came right down to the wire. In fact, stop me if you've heard this before, they didn't have a winner on election night. JFK gave his victory speech the next day, where he read a telegram he sent Richard Nixon after winning.
You are to be congratulated on a fine race. I know that the nation can continue to count on your unswerving loyalty in whatever effort you undertake, and that you and I can maintain our long-standing cordial relations in the years ahead.
So that was a different time in U.S. politics, but for tonight's Island Rewind, let's go back to the year 2004. George W. Bush was up against John Kerry in a tight presidential race, and reporter Sophie Louie was south of the border for Election Day.
The lineups are long, some people waiting for hours to cast their ballots, others sleeping overnight outside polling places to ensure their chance to vote. It has been said this is the most important election of this generation.
Voting is not just a responsibility, it's your right.
A right being exercised all across the United States today by ordinary Americans and power players alike, from California's Republican governor to the last Democrat to occupy the Oval Office. The focus is on one question: who will emerge the winner?
You know, there's just something refreshing about giving it your all and then saying the people will make the right decision. And I believe I'm going to win.
After casting his own vote, President George Bush campaigns up to the last minute, hitting one of the key battleground states, Ohio.
I'm confident we'll carry Ohio, and I'm confident we'll carry the nation. And I look forward to leading this nation for 4 more years. I'm running because I've got more to do.
John Kerry crams in some glad handing of his own before heading home to Boston to mark his ballot.
And now the campaign comes to an end and the American people are going to decide. I'm very confident that we've made the case for change, the case for trust in new leadership, a new direction, a fresh start.
But it's a bit of a rocky start for some voters who've run into problems at the polls. In Detroit, police were called in when a scuffle broke out.
I said I was blocking his view, and I'm trying to vote. We in America. Why is this going on?
In Philadelphia, claims that more than 1,000 votes were logged on machines before polls even opened. And in Florida, the state that left us all in suspense in the last election, it's discovered 13,000 advance votes will have to be recounted because of a technological malfunction.
My hope, of course, is that this election ends tonight. I think it's very important for it to end tonight.
Whatever the outcome tonight, I know one thing that is already an outcome. Our country will be stronger, our country will be united, and we will move forward.
Island Rewind is brought to you by Arbutus RV. Whatever your adventure, 6 island locations to serve you.